we do have now the three sizes of the the three sizes of the Santas. Okay, you can make them whatever you want. You can make them with Christmas fabric or not. Okay, they are for you. Very good. So you do have the three templates. Okay, size 1. I'm sorry for the confusion, but size 1 is actually the middle one. Size 2 is the bigger, you can see, right? So I just had those two when I designed it, and then you guys asked for the smaller one. So the smaller one is now the size 3. So you have the 3 ones. You're gonna be printing then in cardstock, and I will be making the middle size here for my camera. I think that will be better, okay? So that's what I'm gonna be making now. So I will just print then, and I will make complete here, okay? So just stay with me, relax. If you are not making, you are just watching, pick up a tea or, you know, a cup of water, coffee. Just enjoy your process. Let's have fun. I don't use, before you ask, okay, because I know this question will come, and so I tested, which was printing this in just copy paper and glue this in like a cereal box or gluing on poster board. I did. One of my here, I made that way, and I really don't like when I was folding, I didn't like because it's too sturdy, like so to speak, okay? So that one is better. The cardstock is enough. At the end result, you can barely notice which one is poster board and which one is cardstock. And so how the process is much easier with cardstock, I just said, let's use just cardstock. If you were with me recently, we also made this little ornaments, right? Which actually the templates is also in our Facebook group. But this is the like a cathedral window ornament, right? And I made the little guy here to coordinate. Look at this. Look at how fun. Super nice. So both of them are made just with cardstock, fabric, and glue. Okay, super fun. So this is, yes, and this will be available to watch later for sure, okay? But don't go anywhere because I do have other things, other tips here for you, okay? And super fun. So I'm gonna be using size 1, okay? Can we use Mod Podge glue I place on Elmer's glue? I don't like that, LJ. Well, what's happened is all other sorts of glue that you have around will be actually more expensive, more thick, or sometimes, okay? And they are definitely not needed, okay? So if you have any other glue that you really want to try, I mean, try it, right? Pick a small piece and do it like this here. Try. But they're really not needed, okay? What we really want is this Elmer's glue all. There's not Elmer's super glue, Elmer's glue all. And that's the one that is the best, okay? So you can see I'm cutting around, okay? So you will cut the square like this, huh? I know this is a light color now, but I hope you can see. And save this because we're gonna be needing this in a minute, okay? So cut both of them. 2 is the same size, okay? 2 of the same size, just cut like this. Now, one of them you leave as it is, and the other one you go on top of the lines and you cut. But here is something very important. Just take a look. Hello, as I said in the video, right, in the tutorial. Hello, take a look. This is important because then you know what are you gonna be cutting. So let me see the yeah, I have the 3 different parts here to show to you. That's good. So take a look at here. So look at this big one here. In this one, I made this part of the ornament with 3 fabrics, but 4 different pieces. You see? 1, 2, 3, 4. So each one of those lines here was 1 fabric. Now, I will be doing a little different here just because to not be, you know, super long, and you also can do the same in yours if you want. In this one, you see that the green is larger and the other 2 are thinner, okay? So I use 2 spaces for just 1 fabric, and here, there. And here is the opposite. So in this one, I made thicker or larger the back and smaller the top. So take a look at this tree here to decide, because now we're going to be cutting the paper there according with the one that you prefer, okay? Or going to be 4 separate ones, or the larger on top or larger on the bottom, okay? Good. So I think I will be doing, let me see the smaller one. I made larger here. So I believe I will do larger on the bottom now, okay? So if you want to follow me, that's what I'm going to be making, or, you know, cut all of them. You can still use your rotary cutter, or if you don't want, you can use, for example, a craft knife, okay? Or even scissors, okay? I just want you now to cut those pieces like this. So now you see that I have a line, so I have the whole part will be one fabric, and then the other one will be, oh, now I already cut my fabrics. I hope that was what I have planned. If not, I will have to cut a new piece of fabric. Okay, so here is the second one, okay, and then one more. Okay, and then the last one here is just one line, okay? Come over here and cut. So actually, those are the pieces that we need. Those are the pieces that we need now to cover in fabric and then, you know, glue in this part over here. Before we even forget, because I have forgotten sometimes, just pick this piece here and I'll make a line on the back exactly where you see I made 2 marks on those templates. Just transfer this mark for the back. Okay, just look here and on the light, okay, and transfer this to the back. Nice, very good. So keep it there. Now let's see the fabrics that I have separated. And I like the idea of coordinating the two, okay, the 2 ornaments. So this was one, that's another, and now I have one more that I made. That was this one here. This is actually some William Morris fabrics that we have in the shop. And so I pick already my fabrics for that, okay? So I'm gonna make mine to coordinate with this one. So now let's see here. I already cut my fabrics, okay? But I will show you then how you do. Just cut your fabric a little bigger than your piece of cardstock, okay? So this part here is actually the face of our Santa. So use a white or a beige, okay, fabric just for this part. And then for the rest, let's see here. This is for my top. And I have a question for the top. And the question for the top will be our first prize, okay? So stay here with me. I really want that. Good. So I decided as this, oh yes, it's the same idea. Great. As I want to coordinate that with the other ornament, I want my fabric to be this green. So cut the fabric a little bigger around, like you see here, 1/2 inch or 3/4 bigger around. So that's for the bottom part, for here, both together, I will say. Where is my sample with both together? Here we go. So that part here, okay? So it's as if it was the black, I will be using this. And then my second one, I will be using the this beige. And then my last one will be this here. And I'm excited to see how the 3 of them will go together. I think that they will be very good, okay? So let's make this part first. And then when I go to the hat, okay, I will need your opinion because I'm not sure which one I should use, and I love to ask you, okay? And then we're gonna have the first prize of the day. Very good. So let's get started. Remember, as I said, to make the mark on the back, and you can make it even bigger like this, so you can really see where is the mark that you need later, okay? So just transfer this to the back. Now let's get started in gluing. Yay! So this is the piece for this little triangle here that is the face. You don't want this super big, okay? So just cut, and I will even cut a little bit on the corners. Okay, just a little bit bigger than your piece. And then let's get gluing this. Okay, I recommend, because if you are printing when you print the template, you have the lines, right? So I don't want to see the lines in the white or the beige fabric, or maybe you are using any other simple. So just flip and use in the second side, the other side that there is no lines, okay? And then you can either spread the glue in that part. So now we are just using cardstock. It's a little bit way more thinner actually than what we have used, okay? So see if the brush goes better for you, or if you can go well with your roller. Just glue like this, okay, on the back of this piece. And now we're gonna be gluing this exactly on top of this part. Now we're gonna be following the template, okay? Before following this template, also another thing I want you to do is put this part, the second one, on top of here, exactly where it is, okay? And then with your pen, just mark here and here, exactly where is the limit of the triangle, where the triangle finishes, okay? I couldn't have done this in the template, forgot, but that's okay. Just because I will need this in the second part. So how do I glue this? Just spread the glue right now on the bottom of this. And again, you can just spread. Try not to put a lot of glue, okay? Because this is just cardstock, then can be a little too heavy. Now, you can see, because if you fold a little bit your fabric, you see exactly where is the position, okay? And glue it. You just don't want your fabric, your edges, to be bigger than the other line that you need to align it, right? So that's the first one. Now let's glue this second one, okay? We made our marks to know where the triangle is ending, okay? Now spread the glue on the other side. Let me see if my roller is not well with glue. That's the point. When we are just starting, and when the roller is not, full of glue like this, you see, all white, then it's more difficult to spread. Oh, now we are talking about, okay. So now I have a good amount of glue there. And now let me just glue this here on the back of the fabric. So we're gonna be having some corners here, same thing we did with the box and other things. So now we have to prepare these pieces. We prepare the pieces to make the boxes, right? So here I want you to cut. You can use a ruler if you want, but you don't need, okay? It's just less than ½ inch there. And on the side, also leave like this, okay? ½ inch is good on the sides like this. Also, I want you to check, because this cannot be bigger than the next line. So on the back, on the end of this, you can even cut a little bit more short, like this. Okay, something important now is to use your scissors. That must be here. My scissor was here in a minute, so let me pick the big one until I found the other one. Okay, so right here, you go and make one cut all the way there, okay? We have here this angle, just go and cut. And now you go, oops, I'm sorry, forgot. That's why I asked you to make the lines. So make a cut right with this line and make another cut right with this line, okay? This part, because we're gonna be gluing here, folding only the inside part. So this is what we're gonna be gluing here, and the same thing here. So just spreading this part and glue here. Just for me to know, is there anyone here like gluing exactly with me, or you guys are just watching? Let me know to know how fast I should go or not, okay? I like to know. Okay, so it's important to be like this because here you see you already have your fabric. So it's like talking with our box, right? So now we're gonna start gluing this position like this. Just watching, okay, good to see. Right? So here's what we're gonna be doing in this one. And this is the only piece that we need to do that. All the rest will be more straight and quick, okay? Nice. So I'm gonna be spreading this glue here with my, even with my brush, that's okay. Nice. Now put it right here. Now you can feel where is the other one, okay? And you can see and you can feel, and you can also come over here and make sure that you are matching on the bottom back, okay? Nice, very good. So now pick a little bit of masking tape and put on top, right? You see how that we are using normal. Very good. So now that's my second fabric. And this is the next piece that goes right here, okay? Keep taking a look what it is, and then you're gonna be searching for the fabrics. And actually, yes, post the Santas in our group as well, okay? Because I know there are so many possibilities of embellishments in this one, right? Because we can put, I mean, beads, we can, you guys can sew the eyes, you got, oh my gosh, it's so many possibilities. Nice. So again, that's the process. So if you decide to go with the 4 of them in different fabrics, that's what you do, like one by one. I'm doing one less, right? So I'm combining the 2 of them on the bottom. So that's going to be a little bit more quick here. And maybe you prefer as well. You can also do 2 and 2. You don't really need to do, like, I mean, one by one, and that's where I say it will be so fun to see the different ones. Nice. So now we don't have anything different in this part, okay? We don't have anything different in this part. So just glue straight this part and this as well. Oh, and we do have a Members Day in the shop this coming Thursday, okay? So we used to have in the past, and then we paused this year for, you know, reasons. So now if you are here around Grand Haven and you want to join us this next Thursday in the shop, we're gonna start around, we start around 1, and you can stay for as long as you want, okay, until 4:30 usually. And we just get there and have fun, okay? It's not a class. It's just everyone does what wants. So you bring your projects, and we sit there in my shop and we have fun gluing, okay? And there is a registration needed, so just go to our website on the register for classes, and you will see there, okay? Also, you can always like put this high a little bit and take a look and see that you are gluing like straight in the position that you should, okay? And you can also come over here and check that you are aligning with the end of the piece. I have masking tape. Don't have masking tape under your fabric here, right? Nice. Very good. And now the last one for me will be this one with the one fabric for 2 parts. Very good. Oops. And in the quiz and the survey, I'm asking for you to let me know what is like your one thing that is your most, you know, like in cartonnage or gluing. And I'm already reading some of the answers, so it is super important for me, those surveys and quizzes, okay, that I do. So please go and answer for me, okay? The link is in the last email I sent this morning, and it's super important. Very good. Now you can, this is the last one, okay? So now you can go ahead and this corner right here on the bottom, you can already cut your corner or use scissors as I show in our tutorials, right? If you have the tool, you can use it. One more time to cut straight here with this corner, and then just go ahead and glue it there. Very nice. Oh yes, Christy said that she's doing this for an ornament swap. So unique. Yes, I know. I was so excited when I saw. And I had another idea. One day I will talk about that, not now, but I think we can do one more different thing with the same position. That would be super great as well. Nice. So here is just that we now need to glue this big one. Just take care. I just picked one piece of scrap of paper here. I will need to fold because it's full of glue already. And I don't like to be that. Nice. So now, yeah, you will notice when you are gluing that because this is cardstock, right? It does not stay very stable here. It's a little bit more difficult, but we are that, so to speak. So one thing you can do, you see it's still there, just pick your piece like this and just put on top so you can align everything, or just come in this position and see, okay? You just want to align now all the corners, okay? Align all the corners, make sure here that is all good. Also put more masking tapes. Now I need to cut corners here and here because then we're gonna be folding this out right, and then we're gonna make the hat. And for the hat, I need your help, okay? So please stay here with me for my, let's see what will be your preference for the lead. For the hat, actually, lead, oh, I'm crazy. Okay, so spread the glue on one edge, okay? Now we have several pieces, right, of fabric separate, that's okay. Now you can go to the opposite one. Spread the glue. Remember the 4 steps that we have to make corners. It's exactly the same thing. It's just a piece. We cut the corners, we spread the glue in the corner, right? Then we fold tight, and then we press down, okay? Everything the way that we always do. So I can already see that I won't see this mark, so I extend this mark a little bit more. Oh, and I mark it. Yes, because I want to see this mark after I fold my fabric over, okay? Oops. Yes, and then here the final part. Here, nice. Very good. Good. Hey, here you go. So it's almost there. Look at this. How quick, right? Very good. Very good. Yes, Grace. You can always watch later. No worries. No worries. So here is the top part. This will be the head of this little guy. Look at this. How unique, right? Here's it will be exactly on the top, matching here. Now my question for you. I do have 2 fabrics. And you're gonna help me, okay? And I will be drawing the first prize today, okay? Let's see for in between, for those that answer to me. So what should be now? I know I have a lot of, let me remove the masking tape so you can see better. And then I'll put back. I just want you to see what I'm doing here. Okay, so now, what color should I put for my hat? Do you think I should put this, let's say, just red, okay? Or, look at this. Or, should I do the gold one for the hat? Good. Okay, so how you do finish this? Very quick. So again, the fabric you want, just cut a little bigger than this piece, which is our hat. And then spread the glue. And here we go. Here we go. Okay. Now we're gonna be cutting like here straight. In this part, like following the shape, actually following the shape all around, okay? And then here, I just spread the glue in these 3 edges right here. Okay, let me see if there is any more comments. But what I can see here, most said about the gold one, right? I think was the preference of everybody, and that's so great. Let me tell you here, this is important. So fold the first part, then I like to fold the second one because this is not a square corner, okay? And then I go and fold the other corner, okay? So you can do like this, and then I like to come and cut. I have to find my smaller scissor. Where is it? I like to cut these little corners here on the back, okay? And now, as you can see, this will fit right here, okay? This will fit right here. And how you find the position? You just apply the glue, right? Let's cut the corner here already, so that will facilitate my life. Just cut the corner here, and this, and then spread the glue right here. Yeah, you can spread the glue all over or just in that part. It's kind of just up to you. And then you put on top again to match the corner. And if you're a little scared of that, you can, of course, come over here. But it's important that you take a look and see here that you want a good finishing. So even if you have to put this down a little bit, that's okay. It's more important to have it a good finishing here, right, than to align on the back. And then now I'm gonna put some masking tapes again because I removed them all, right? Okay, and now on the back, I have to spread the glue as I already did. You see, tell me in the comments, is that easy or what? And quick or what? Because I'm almost done. There is just one more thing that we have to do to cover and fold and glue, put some thread again, and that's it, right? So super wonderful and fun. Look at that. Good? Very nice. Very nice. So now there is one more thing that I have to do. I want to trim a little bit this. Aha, finally I found my scissors. Live, okay? That's why I usually do one of the reasons I love doing my tutorials as well, like here, just me and behind the scenes. Sometimes I can't find my scissors or stuff like that. It's crazy, right? They just get hidden. I don't know. That just happened with me, or that happens with you as well. Just, let me know. Okay, so we are handling with a thin paper, right? Like even thinner than poster board. So take a look at your corners, because in cases like that, I always like to take a look and see, for example, when we have just a tiny extra fabric there on the corner, I just trim to make like straight with the finishing, and that's even better. Okay, so now one more thing we have to do here and fold before we cut the last piece, because we also need to cover the back of this. Okay, and of course I forgot here you go. So that's why I ask you to make those lines bigger. Okay, you see here. So what I want you to do, let me do a mark. So you will start here on the head, okay, on the back here, on the back, and go straight from the head until the end of the mark matches here, okay? So straight like this, make a line, okay? So where this goes here on the beginning, where you was in the beginning, from there all the way there. And then you want to fold this way. That's why cardstock is so much easier, because it's thinner and it folds beautifully. And if you have to for example, here in the second one, if you need to adjust a little bit, it's much better. When I did with the poster board was not that easy. The second one, I would rather go, instead of making the line again, I would rather go and match, okay? And then also come over here with the cardstock, you can definitely find and be more flexible. It's way more flexible. So you can kind of match here in the beginning and take your time here and make it really, you see, even with your fingers, you don't even need something way more. And then take a look at the front to see if that's a good like finishing here where you fold it. Yes, nice, very pretty, very pretty. Okay, so now next step is cover the back. Let's cover this last part that is uncovered. So for this, you're gonna be using this part of the paper that you cut, okay? And if you don't have enough, just use any other cardstock that you have around. Just make a mark exactly the size of this triangle, exactly the size and the shape. And now, when you go and cut, you go on inside of this a little bit, like this, okay? And cut smaller. Oops, I cut crooked. Sorry for that. Okay. Cut smaller. So in other words, you will see the line, you cut inside the lines. About maybe 1/16 of an inch, something like this, okay? And now test, put inside and make sure that is right, okay? You see? Exactly what we need. So if you want to make a mark and see fabric, so you know that here's where you're gonna be covering with fabric. And then I will be, the last part is gluing this to the fabric. So you can either glue this with the same fabric that you are using for the back, or, I mean, use whatever scrap of another scrap that you have there. It's super fun to use, any of those beautiful scraps. So once this is glue on the back, just cut right this. And I will also cut a little bit here on the angle, so not too big. And guess what? We do have what? We do have here our corner tool. Yes. So cutting the corners. Nice. Ah, Vicky, such a great idea. Vicky said when you make them in gnomes, you can put your grandkids' names on each of them. That's so nice. Oh, yes. For those of you that love the embroidery part, okay, I think the hat, right, will be so nice to put the names. They will be so impressive. And you can even make this with them, right? Don't give the rotary cutter for them, but the gluing part, they can definitely make with you. It will be such a great, fun experience. Okay, so that's actually the last piece we have to do to glue right here. Okay, and then I like to go and cut a little bit more close in this part here, okay, to be smaller. So test in yours to see how it goes. If you need to cut a little bit more, that's okay. But it's so thin that when you glue, okay, it will be exactly there. So I will now spread the glue here. Spread the glue here, also on this part. And then I will put right there. See? Nice or what? And then we put some masking tape, of course, right here and there. Perfect. Okay, so now before we go to the last step, I like to leave this drying a little bit more under something more heavy. So in my case, okay, I do have this heavy iron. But of course, you don't need to have this heavy iron. You can just have, for example, a heavy book, or something like this. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so now if you are using this as a ornament, you will need, oh, she's here. Yay, Susan. Thank you. Congrats. I'm glad you posted already. You had fun gluing, right? Thank you so much. I'm glad for that. So can you guys believe I lost my scissor again? Oh no, here goes. So here is the thread. How much I don't know. You know how long you like. I like to use those sort of threads for the ornaments, but it's really up to you. Any other one that you may want. Yes, LG is saying that the fabric is so amazing. I don't know if you know, but in my shop, we sell fabrics from different designers. Some of them like more unique, like we have Catalina Estrada, we have Tim Holtz, we have William Morris, and they are divided into categories so you can find them easily. I'll show you later. Very good. So now this is a piece I want, and to glue this, okay, because I don't want you to glue straight in the middle, because straight in the middle is exactly where we have the folding of this, okay? So just here on the side, most like this, okay? And then you will be, here you start in the center, okay? So I hope you can see with my camera, but we start in the center, but we ended up going towards the side, like the edge, and just put a small piece of masking tape just to make sure it stays while you are gluing this in position. Okay, so that's it. Now you start gluing this edge here, one part, and now you can put a little bit of more glue. And I have to give you the most important advice once I finish. Okay, so wait a minute. Let me finish this. You see that I'm putting kind of more glue than usual, okay? Leave it very white. Also remove if you have any sort of masking tape there. And then just make sure it's well glued there. And then put a piece of masking tape. A piece of masking tape there. Yes. Okay, and now let's finish the other side. Just put glue. And the cathedral window ornament that we made recently in a live as well, we also have the template in our Facebook group. That one is also like this. There are two shapes, and you glue your fabric, and then at the end you just fold like this and glue. It's super fun, super fun. So here you can just make sure that you align them and make them close together here at the end. Nice. Hey, very good. Very nice. Okay, so here we have the Santa ready so far. Okay, the last step would be to do the embellishments, but this is later. Okay, please trust me here. You do need to put something heavy on top, a book. You can even put a copy paper like around. How can let me show with this one right here. For example, you can put a copy paper like this, put it like a sandwich with copy paper, and then put something heavy on top and really leave it. Forget it for at least one full day like this, okay? With something heavy. Why? Because this is basically fabric with glue. We just have the cardstock in the middle. And I noticed that even the next day when you go to take a look and see how it goes, it still feels a little wet, okay? Because it depends how much glue you put as well. But then after that, at the end of the next day, the other day, it gets very, very sturdy, very thick, okay? So keep with something heavy for the whole time until you notice that it's very good. It may be 1 day and a half. Trust me, it's small, but that's true. So then it will be all nice, and then we can just pick some. I'm using some, like here, how do you call this? Little embellishments like this, okay? And just removing from here, they have stick in the back, or you can put some glue on the corner as well, and just glue as the eyes at the end, right? I think I have one guy here that does not have eyes that should glue. Okay, but that's super simple if you want to use this sort of thing. Or you can even, you know, paint. You can, if you want, I forgot to say, sorry, but in the middle of the process, before you do the folding, okay, gluing, if you want to, I mean, sew a bead or a little button, you know, whatever you want to put as faces, you do before you do the final thing, right? So that's how you go. It's so yeah, so fun to do, so fun to do. I really love it, and I do hope that you enjoy so much because it is fun.